Hi, this is Joe from powerofattorneyform.com, and we are going to explain really fast the four main power of attorney forms in the state of Hawaii. So, aloha, and if you don't know what power of attorney means, it's basically just a legal document that allows you to choose somebody to act for you for financial or medical decisions on your behalf. So let's get started. All the way to the left, we have our most popular power of attorney form in the state, which is the durable power of attorney form. Now, this allows somebody to act on your behalf for any and all financial powers in the state of Hawaii. Now, what makes this form so popular is that it stays valid if the person who is the principal, which the principal is the person who is giving power, becomes incapacitated or told by a licensed medical physician that they can no longer make decisions with a clear mind. Now, examples of that is like dementia, Alzheimer's, all these things that our wonderful baby boomers are unfortunately getting because of just getting older and things happen. And so, what this form does is it allows you to choose somebody else to keep paying all your financial obligations, paying your bills, so that obviously you keep current. And plus, you want to choose someone that you trust because you're going to be giving them a lot of financial obligations uh, that are going to be resting on their shoulders. And you want to make sure that they're doing the right, making all the right decisions for you. So you probably want someone who's not only trustful, but is a little smart in the head. And a form that goes very well with this is the Hawaii Medical Power of Attorney form. Now, this form is just like how it sounds. It allows you to choose somebody else to handle all your healthcare decisions. Now, that can be treatment decisions, facility decisions, and if only instructed, the right to end medical treatment if you become incapacitated and you are a vegetable with no point of return. But again, the form doesn't allow the person to do that unless you specifically write in the power of attorney form that they are allowed to do that. So again, these two forms work very well with each other. And moving along to the right, the general power of attorney form. This form is just like the durable, except for the fact that this form becomes void if the principal becomes incapacitated or told by a licensed medical physician that they can no longer make decisions with a clear mind. Now, you're probably saying, well, why would somebody want this form? A lot of business partners get this form. A lot of husband and wife teams get this form because it allows each other to make decisions and do banking for each other, do all these everyday necessities without getting bogged down. I've seen a lot of people give a general power of attorney form to their attorney and to their accountants. So just to handle a lot of times a lot of the uh, unnecessary paperwork that your accountant would typically do or your attorney would do. So that's a general power of attorney form. And all the way to the right, we have the limited power of attorney form. Now, what this form does is it grants very specific financial power to somebody else. And what I mean by specific is that, say, if you're a real estate agent and you're not always in the office all the time, but you do get a lot of certified mail that you have to sign for, it's very good to give this to the assistant at the front desk, or it can be used for anything. Say you just need somebody to pick up a car for you, or you need somebody to just do something that's like you need an accountant to just do your taxes, but you don't want your accountant handling all your banking. The limited power of attorney is great. it makes it so that you're very stress-free and you don't have to worry, because there's a lot of power of attorney fraud out there, and so the limited is very good to just kind of calm all those fears. So if you're ready to head to the next step, you want to fill this out, get this thing legal. The next step is you're going to need to go and get this form notarized, which means that you have to go with the person that's going to be representing you to a bank where they'll have a public notary. And what a public notary is just someone that's authorized by the state to witness legal documents. It just makes the document 100% legal, and it's going to be needed. I'm sure if you go, especially with the medical power of attorney, you go to any hospital, you're going to need it notarized. Especially if you have any of these three financial forms, you're going to need it to be notarized to show up to do any kind of banking. So other than that, the only other tip I would give is if you do a medical power of attorney form, you want to have the form, a copy given to your primary care physician so that your doctor knows who exactly is able to speak for you. Other than that, there's no government agency you have to file this with, and that's it. That is the 4 main Hawaii power of attorney forms. Aloha.